Right, Myriad. Right, I've done some changes in between streams because it was doing me head in and I didn't want to do the Shallan competition. Don't want to do it. I'm not soaking up hours and hours of my time with that. So I was messing around. So what I've done, do it. Oh, I'm trying not to. I have too many things going on. Anyway, so what I've done is we put all the bullet code in the elements system. Yeah. I want to win your H. Oh, right, okay. Alright, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Can't get lower and can't think of any other methods, so put in all... Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I mean, I can't even get it working. I can't even get it working. The first letter works and then that's it. And I've spent too many hours doing it, and I can't put all that time into it. I've got other things going on, you know, work-wise and all that. Anyway, so Myriad. Let's try again. Let's start again, shall we? Right, take two. Myriad. Right, so what I've done in between streams is I took out the bullet code out of elements and I have put it into bullet. Yeah. So remember, bullet just had the execute. Well, now I've got all the code into this. So we got the collision code, and then I've put all the other stuff in here. So initialize bullet array, find a slot. So anything to do with the bullet, I have put into the bullet file. Yeah. But I also saw some interesting behaviour going on, and I will show you. I haven't done anything with it because I spotted it when I was making sure that me moving the code into bullet wasn't going to break it. But watch, I'm going to show you something. So I'm going to fire it up in C64 debugger. Oh, and that's another thing. Oh yeah. I've had a comment on my video, my first C64 video, C64 debugger video, and the guy's complaining about how I seem to be just mashing the keyboards to get what I wanted to do without knowing what I want to do it. And I went, okay, fair point. I think we all do it. I don't know what keys go, but there we go. Now, so I've got the emulator running slow, yeah? So it's running at 20%. And what I want you to watch is, we're going to blow that meteor up, yeah? And I want you to watch the explosion, right? I want you to watch what happens with the explosion. So I'm going to fire it somewhere around here, yeah? So you ready? So there's the bullet. Boom. And you can't, did you see that other dot? Yeah? So we'll let the pod move. And we'll move to, here, we'll use one of the bricks to show it. Alright? So there's the brick. Watch the, and I'm interested in the bit that's going up, yeah? So watch. Here we go. Can you see there's two dots? There's a red one and a yellow one below it. And what I noticed... yeah, well, there's 15 of them. I mean, the new software is a bit better, but I don't like the multi-screen view. I don't know. I don't know why. So we'll blow this one up here. Right, ready? Here we go. Look, there's two dots going up. A red one and a yellow one. Now, what I've noticed is, if we let me speed it up so we get some decent things on the screen. Come on, fill my screen up. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Right, let's slow it down. Right, this is what I want here. This line here. So I'm going to put the cursor where I want it. Yeah. So I'm going to position the so only one laser hits that line. Yeah. And watch the 2 bricks when I press fire. You ready? Here we go. So the first one explodes, and then the second one does. And I thought, hang on, that can't happen. How can the other brick explode? And what's happening is, the yellow dot is still the bullet. We didn't clear the bullet out. Hang on, say it again. So half a bullet. Yeah, so the bullet gets converted into an explosion debris, but because we've separated it out into its own array now, yeah, it thinks it's a bullet, and so it carries on going up. So we've got an issue that the bullet's still active. I'd like source code with Vice, but I don't think you can get that. You like? Yeah. No, I know the labels go into Vice. I know the labels go into Vice, so you can see where your labels are, but I don't think the source code goes into Vice. But the source code goes into C64 debugger. But this person, you know, keyboard warrior, I mean, it was a fair point. Back then, I didn't really know the C64 debugger that well, and it was just showing it off. In fact, it was just showing it off for CPS because we just embedded it into CPS. But it was a fair comment. I mean, I told him. Yeah, Control-Shift-F3 is the one with the source code view. Right, so we have an issue. There is a bug, right? And there's also a problem as well, that when you've got a very busy screen and you're blowing bad guys to Kingdom Come, you have so many particles on the screen that it fills up the array rather quickly because each explosion is center and then 8, so that's 9 slots. 9 slots it takes, and we've only got 50 slots, so 5 explosions fills up the array. So I've been thinking about splitting out the explosion into its own array, sort of thing. Maybe, possibly. I don't know yet. I mean, we can easily boost the array in the C64. We got loads and loads of memory, but we're going to port it back to the VIC, and we're going to port it back to a 3K expanded VIC. That's the target. If we blow that target, then it'll have to be an 8K job. Yeah. Then it's not too bad, because I don't think we're going more than 8K on this anyway. So let's figure out what the problem is. So we're not in elements, we're in bullet. Yeah. Oh, since you guys told me about this, love that. Shift and control and tap, love it. Right, so it's got to be done something to do with the explosion, yeah. So we are here. So this is what we do. We empty it, and then we update the array. Yeah, we update the bullet array. But you know, and then we use the same single array space for the explosion as well. So it's sort of dual purpose sort of thing. And so it's very awkward because I'm not sure. Do we do a copy? Do we do a copy? Let's have a look. I'm just wondering if we do a copy. Is that the explosion? No, that's pods. Bricks, reflectors, builders, explosion. Right. Do we do a copy? So this is the convert. So we're not doing a we're not doing a copy on the convert. Are we doing a copy here? Let's have a look. Insert into the array. No, okay. So that's the debris. So the debris is not doing a copy. And, sorry, the explosion is not doing a copy. And the debris is not doing a copy. I don't... Insert, let's have a look. No. Right, that's not doing a copy. So we could do that in the bullet. We could do that in the bullet. So what I'm thinking of is making a copy of the bullet. Yeah. And then... here we go. Copy element. Right. So we do a copy. But that's for the reflector. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. That would cause a problem if we copy it. But. Here, we could do a copy because we're outside of that. We're outside of that. So let's do that. So let's do that one. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a copy. So we're going to change all of it. Yeah. We're going to tell it that it's now an empty space. Then we copy it away to that temporary location. And then when we finish doing the explosion, we'll copy it back. And then hopefully that... So we'll copy it back there. So we don't need that. So let's just... and so we need it there as well. Right, so killed bad guy and update score. Right, okay. So that's definitely, we're coming in. We change it, copy it away, do the gubbins, which is what's causing the corruption because it still thinks it's a debris. Insert the debris, load it back in. Load it back in, then leave. This we don't need that there because that's not been called. Right. So this is being called by the execute. So if we go into the execute, we check for the collision. Have we collided? Yes, we have. Where's that going? Oh, branch of... Hang on. Collision. What's the... here we go. Carry set, bullet hit something. Branch of carry set to... Oh, that's the... What's it? Right, okay. So if we hit something, we don't do anything. So here. Okay. So we can then do the update here then. We can do the update here. Right, so we need what do we need? We need that. So we copy it back. We update it and then say we've collided. So let's just split this up. So we set it to empty space, we copy it away, copy it back, and then update the bullet array. Right. Right. Let's see if that fixes it. So we're in slow mode. So we're going to see on there, we're going to see if there's a yellow dot following it. Ready? Here we go. And there isn't. Nice. Right, let's speed it up. Right, let's get the, see if we can get the bricks in the scenario. Come on, drop some bricks. Here we go. Drop some bricks. I want 2 together. Come on, one above the other. Come on, pod, come down. Come on, keep going. Now, drop a builder. Drop a builder. Right, so we have the potential. Hello. Come on. There we go. We've got one. We've got one. Here we go. There. Right. So that's the one we're aiming for there. So let's slow it down. So I've slowed it down so we can see what's going off. We'll slow it down one more. So that's 10%. So it's this line. Yeah, that line. So here we go. Fire. We should only do 1. Here we go. So there's the first one. Explosion. Second one. And it stays there. And the crowd goes wild. Nice. Right. Ooh. And I think that's related to bullets, to be honest. I think that's related to bullets, so let's just try it. Unless it's relating to... Oh, that's another thing. We're going to have to stop the builders dropping bricks there because we can't get to it. We can't get to those two. So we've got... That's another thing. Got to sort the bricks out. But there is a problem. I don't... And I've not been able to replicate it. Not knowingly, anyway. I've not been able to replicate it. So let's speed it up. You don't think you've played this? This is Myriad for the VIC-20, yeah? So we're converting it into... We're porting it to the C64, yeah? So, but we have a bit of an issue, yeah? For some reason, it bombs like that. Now, I don't know where it bombs. So, let's let it have a lot of things on the screen, because I'm just wondering if it's to do with the array being too small or something like that, or I've miscoded the bullet and we're getting the indexes mixed up. I don't know. Right, so I think there's enough on there, so let's slow it down. Right, we'll slow it to that and we'll get firing. I mean, it's playing, it's behaving itself, isn't it? I mean, it must be hitting a brake somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of things going on there. There. But I don't know where it went. I don't know where... Oh, Pause. Pause, 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 pause. We can go back, can't we? Ooh. We can go back. Back to where it all started. Right. So we can see where it... I think. Four. I don't. How do we? Can we go backwards and forwards on this timeline? Is there a key combination for going backwards and forwards on the rewind? There. So that's our point there. So, hang on. Add a homing missile. Is there a wee... Could look at the stack. Well, the stack looks like it's okay, but I don't know how we can move this forward. So it was all right there. There. So that's where it throws a fit. But I don't know where it is. And I don't... Hang on. C64 debugger. Replay controls. Oh, and I can't spell debugger. Oi, John, pay attention to chat. Oh, hang on. You can use it with control left or right arrows. Right, okay. Thank you. Thank you. If that works, mate. Some points coming your way. Right. Oh. That seems to be rewinding, doesn't it? Hang on, let's move the... Oh. Where's that? But it doesn't seem to be... It doesn't seem... Oh, Control Alt. Oh. Right, hang on. Control right to do one frame. Okay. Control right. Alt Control right. Ooh. We're at the point. We're at that point. It's if I do F10 here, that's just going to restart it, isn't it? Oh. Alt F10. Oh, Alt F10 is back one instruction, is it? So if we go forward and then Alt F10. Oh. Oh, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? Oh, F10's allowing us to go forward. Right, here we go. Let's see what's going on. So, let's see if we can get to the point, and then we'll rewind it if we know where it is. So this is doing the the bullet execution, yeah? I mean, our stack pointer looks okay. And it's going back up. Clear the cell. So it's doing the bullet thing. And this is just executing it. We'll let it run through. Come on. Crash. Crash for me. So I know where we are. This is just searching through the array. Where are we? What X are we at? $21. Oh, there's a long way to go yet. If we go forward, right, and then do Alt F10 to go back. Oh, that's going a long way back, isn't it? So that's gone a long way back, that has. Ooh. Where is that doing that? I don't know, can you? Yeah, we'll do that. Right. So let's have a look. So the stack's at F2. So that's there. That's where the stack pointer is. I mean, that's going OAOO. That can't be right. See what the stack pointer was before if we rewind it. Cool, the stack pointer was a lot different. I'm erring to the point. I'm erring that it's jumping to a break point, but where, I don't know. I'd love to find where it's just doing it. Move it a little bit further. I mean, that's stepping backwards and forwards, that is, isn't it? That's a little bit further on. So we got an R there. We've got an R here. That would suggest that we've got screen corruption. Maybe. Ooh, look. F2. No, we did pull. We did pull. But in the crash, there was that AOO in there, wasn't there? Which would suggest that it failed in that point. So pushing. And then we're pulling there. So we're sort of nailing it down a little bit, aren't we? So we pull. So back in here again. I think you're right that we're pushing and not pulling. So we're pushing there. And then we're pulling there. Yeah, that we're pulling one too many. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers in the stack, and nothing sort of suggests that yet. So we're pulling there. So that's at F1. So now we're back at F2. So that should have been 2B. It is. So here we go. So we push 09. Here we go. We pull it 09. I'm wondering if it's that other PLA that we're not actually hitting yet. Oh, here we go. I don't remember pushing. Which, right. Okay. I'm just going a bit too quick then for this. So that. Push. 12. Pull 12. Push. What have we just pushed? Oh, 06. 07, sorry. Pull. Ooh, okay. We're not going to find this, are we? I'm not a big fan of... yeah. The thing is... This should be made a little bit better, yeah? We should be able to... We should be able to navigate this a bit better than going forward and backwards a second. Let's see if we can find where it errors, yeah? So we know roughly when it does it. Push. 250, that's 09. Yeah, so we pull 09. Push. Pull. Yeah. Oh, so much execution that we're probably running through here. Right, push 09. Pull 09. That's 29 gone on, which is putting on the screen. Then we pull it back. It's got to be an RTS here somewhere. Push. Pull. Ooh. I don't know how far to go forward. There. There. Right. See, we're not even hit. We've not even hit that 4.5 EO. Not even hit that. So I'm going to put a breakpoint there just to see. It's got to be around here somewhere because this is where it went wrong. I mean, we'll put a breakpoint there as well. Right, F11. See, it's just carrying on. So F10 is not actually doing what we want. So F10 was running it again. Ugh, that's annoying. That's annoying. That we've got a problem and I can't debug it. Come on. Let me put the other view on. There we go. Let's just make sure we're not corrupting anywhere. So we'll let it fill up. No. Was there any corruption there? Yeah. It's got to be something like that. So the array table's filling up, look, right? The array table's filling up there. Right, so if I start shooting bullets, something's going off the bottom of the screen, look, here. Is it me? Oh. Something's going off the screen, look. But I'm not sure if it's me. There's definitely something happening here. But this could be me. That the bullets are... Look. Right, if I stop, does it stop? Yes, it does. Okay, right. Let's do this again. But this time, let's kill everything. Right. So we've got nothing on the screen now. So here we go. Yes, it's us, look. Look, the bullets are continuing, look. Right, I can zoom into that, can't I? Oh, hang on. Oh, I can't move over, can I? There we go. That is a space. And they're in pairs. Yeah, I'm just wondering if the clear, you know, the clear bullet, because I wonder if it's in, right, so where's the other place that we saw it? There's one here. Right. I wonder if it's the clear bullet, because the zero would be black, wouldn't it? The zero would be black. So let's have a look. Right, clearing the bullet array. So that's fine. That means it's clearing out of here. Utils clear cell. Let's just check that. What did I call it? Oh, clear screen cell. Oh, I'm looking at it. It's this. I wonder. What would that... Oh! We've updated the array, haven't we? We've updated the array. Now, we should be able to put a breakpoint on those screen locations, shouldn't we? We should be able to put a breakpoint in C64 debugger on those screen locations. Let's run it again, and we'll grab the screen location, and then we'll grab the memory location, and then we'll see if we can. Oh, John, there we go. That's the one. Let's kill everything in sight. Right, let's fire. Right, they're definitely in the same place. So we are looking at 50E8. Right, we should be able to put a breakpoint on that. Breakpoints. Memory. 5. Oh. 50E8 equals 20. There we go. Right. So we should be able to see when this breaks, yeah? So here we go. There. Right, okay. Let's go to that view. So it's broke, and it's just put 20 into 47. So let's have a look at 47. 50, oh, look at that. 50, D8, 50, that's 50E8. So what's 45? 50, oh! Well, that's not right. That's going above. That's going above the screen. But why is it coming out as 50E8? What's Y? It's 10. So the bullet is not adhering to our. It's going above the screen. I think that's what's happening. Let's have a look at the execution code for the bullet. So we load X, we do the collision, we update the bullet, but I'm not too sure why we update the bullet, because we ain't moved it yet, because it's moving here. Why are we updating the bullet? What would we be updating the bullet for? Clear the screen. Oh, because it could be a reflector bullet, but that's not. Is the reflector bullet within ours? Are we doing that? Hang on. Let me just check which storage area we're doing the reflector in. So we are inserting into the array. Right. We are inserting it into the array. We're not doing it in the bullet array. So we don't need to check this because it's no longer in the bullet array. So we don't need to do this at all. Because we've checked it's collided. If it's collided, we add the explosion into the main array, and we change ours to be a blank, but we do the update and the collision, so we don't need to do that there. So it's this, move up by one, utils move up by one. Compare it with top row. Oh, branch if minus. Okay. So the top row is 0, I think. Yeah, it is. So if we decrease it, then it becomes 255, and then we're setting it to top row. And then setting the carry, but we're doing it there. But then are we actually updating? No, we're not, because we're doing another collision here. So we really need to do that. Collision XY. See what collision XY is doing. So we're identifying what's below us. If there's no collision, right, so collision XY is not actually changing anything. So we may not need to do this, because we've just done it up there, because we're not actually changing anything. Which means then that we don't need that. We'll leave the exit there. Right, let's try that. I think it was just, maybe just the fact that it was just zooming off the top of the screen. Right, let's try that. What mode is it? I'm sure it's control 4. There we go. Right, let's kill everything on the screen. There we go. Oh, the pod's too low. And I can't get rid of that. There we go. Right. Here we go. Oh, he's still doing it. It is still doing it. (50E8) whoops, equals 20. So we'll do 1. So it's not done 1. Right, so it's not doing it then. So if we speed up there, is that because our array is filling up? This is our bullet array here. Right. This is our bullet array, yeah? So I'm just wondering if it's filling up. Hang on. There's 2 there. Yeah, it's filling up. It's filling up. So, storage. There is number of bullets. There we go. That's what we need. Where's number of bullets? Oh, it's in constants, isn't it? Like, ugh, Wally, pants. Right, number of bullets. It's got to be number of levels, number of ships. Oh, it's got to be around here somewhere. Ah, number of bullets. Right, let's put that up to there. But we need to test for it as well. Bullets, insert into bullet array. Where's that? Because if it can't do it, it shouldn't insert it. So this is the fine slot. So we carry clear. find a slot. If the carry's set, then it inserts the bullet. If it's not, it should return back out. Right. Maybe, hang on. Maybe let's do that again. F4. Now we seem to know what the problem is. Right, I think. Right, hang on. Let's just kill these lot. Right, I think our bullet array is around here. Or around there. That's our bullet array there. That's our bullet array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Right, so if we press fire, 2 of them take. But we're not taking the edge one. Why are we not looking at that one? There we go. That's blown it. Right, so we've got a problem in our bullet, and I think I know what it is. I think it's this, the -1. Right, 4. Let's kill everything in sight. Right, so this is our bullet array here. There, that's our bullet array, these FFs, yeah? Right, here we go, fire 1, we should take the 2 end ones up. There we go, right. Nice, right, fill it up. And we do fill it up. Now the problem is, oh look at all those, there's some FFs in there. I'm finding it very difficult to fill it, but let's go back to Control F4 and see if we're getting any, we're still getting distortions. Right, okay. We need a way of stopping it adding a bullet, because it's not working. Right, number of bullets, load, the position, is it an empty space, found an empty space, store it in the index, return clear. Sorry, return that we found something. If we come, right, that's another thing that I've just noticed as well. We've got an odd number, haven't we? No, 0 to F is 16, isn't it? So that's not an odd number, that's an even. So, where's the controls? So we do the bullet from here. So, joystick. Here you go. Joystick fire, bullet create, that's where we're going. So, so we set that, we set the directions, we say it's a bullet, and then we insert into the bullet array. Branch if carry clear, so we don't insert another one. Right, let's get the bullet on here. Right, so let's have a look. Insert bullet. There's clearly something wrong going on there. Right. Insert a bullet into the array. Find a slot, which is there. Load X with number of bullets. Check the X. Is it an empty space? No, it isn't. DEX. Branch if plus. And it goes back round. Finds another one. Branch if plus. Carry clear. Jumps here. Returns out. Branch if carry clear to exit. If it's set, we store X in there. And we update it. I'm not too sure why we're setting that, because we're not using it here. I'm not too sure why we're setting that, because we've got update the bullet array. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just wondering if it's I'm wondering if we ever do find this. I wonder if we ever do fall across that. So let's put a breakpoint there. Let's hope VS Code doesn't fall over like it did last time. So F6. Let's just see if it actually got. Let's see if it actually does come out saying that the array's full. So Control F4, kill everything that's on the screen. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Now that's, oh, I'm going to say that's only 5 and 1 bullet, look. Right, so this is our array here. Right, let's see if we can fill it up. There's 2. It's not even going, is it? It's not even hitting. But is it still doing the corruption? Oh, we could have fixed it. Oh, it's... No, it does one and then just... It's doing one and then... Oh, so we broke it. So what did we change? It was in the create, wasn't it? Here we go. It was... what did we change? Oh, it was this, wasn't it? It was that. Yeah. Let's see if that puts it back. Oh, Aston's gone downstairs. I mean, I'll go if you want. Yeah. Right, let's kill everything on the screen. Oh, it's still only doing one. Right, let's get both of this on the screen at the same time. Here we go. Let's move it over. Come on, move over. It's better. Right, that's the X and this is the Y, yeah? See, we're not filling the array up anymore now. But I'm just... I mean, we're not even hitting this. Right, let me just knock it back down to what it was. It was 10, wasn't it? So, that'd be 9. 0 to 9 is 10. So that's 5. It's 5 hits of the bullet on the screen. Let's see if we can fill this array up. Because it's definitely not shooting. I've broken it, look. That is definitely memory based. That's definitely memory based, which is there. That's our array. Let's just kill everything that's on the screen. Right. So if I hit it once, I mean, we're back to this point where we're not reading that there. But there's definitely 2 bullets being put on the screen, but it's only reading 1, and that, I think that's because of this here. I wonder if that's in the drawer. Hang on, where's the drawer? Right, we'll take that out because it's clearly not hitting there anyway. Draw, here we go. Draw, oh, that's why. Right, I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to put this back in here. I want to see it break. I want to see it break. But now we should be getting 2 bullets because the draw was wrong. So we'll shoot everything. There we go. We got 2 bullets again. Right. So, can we do it? Yes, we can do it this way. Trying to remember where it was. It was 5. Oh, let's do it that way. So there's our array there. Yeah. So 1 bullet. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes. It overran, didn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 5 is the limit. Right, so here we go. So we're going to try 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, boom. Now that is coming. That's kicked in now. But we went over the top. We went over the top by 1. I'm sure we did. So 10 bullets is not enough. So we will go back to the constants and we'll knock this up to. So that's 5. That's 5. Think that's 5 presses on the screen. So if we go to OF, let's see if we can get it to go that far. And if we can't get to go that far, I'm happy, because there's no way they're going to be able to press the button that quick. Right, let's kill everything on the screen. Right then. Zoom into our array. So this is our bullet array. Right, can I fill that up? I'm going to try my best. No, I'm trying my best. I think we've got it. Now, what speed have I got this on? I had it on 400. Right, let's knock it down to 100. Right, here we go. Right, there's no way. Right, that'll do me. That'll do me. That will do me. Let's get rid of that breakpoint. Right, so we now have. Cool. It's a lot more difficult to. Right. Right, we sorted it. Sorted it. Right, so we got the. So the crash was all about the bullet array filling up. Got it sorted. Right. Right, okay. How long has it took us to figure that out? An hour and a half? So, the next thing to do is try and get the score on the bottom of the screen. Because we've got the collision detection working now, so it's work. That was another thing. Did it do any reflections? Right. Oh yeah, it's still doing it. It's still doing it. Whoa! That's a new one. Do that again. Ooh. We have glitches every now and then. Oh! Did we fill the wet array up again? Let's find that place again. So we did this, didn't we? Yes, we filled it up. So why is it not stopping me? Yeah, I suppose. I was just there was supposed to be a thing in there that says, you know, here, that when it's run out of space. So I'm a little bit confused why it's not coming out saying it can't. It's yeah, just a little bit confused why it's not. Stuart, why it's not saying, but there's an easy solution. There's an easy solution, to be honest. I'll just boost this. So 20, 16. That's 1, 3, isn't it? 20. That'll sort it. Let's try it again. That'll sort it. Kill everything on sight. Right. See if we can find this array. It's gotta be around here somewhere. (915E). 915E. Here we go. Right, so that is the...
Hi, John here. Another subscriber. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Hey, Stuart. Thanks for subscribing. 7 months, mate. 7 months. I hope you're feeling better. Right, there's our bullet array. So let's see if we can fill it up. Certainly having a crack at it. Yeah, I think we've got it. I think we're good. Right, let's try it in the real world. Let's try it in the real world. Right. Right, here we go. So that'll do me. That'll do me. That'll do me. Whoa, dear. What a waste. Right. So, we've got the collisions working. I'm not a fan of fixing bugs by increasing resources. Yeah, well the bug is, I don't know why it's doing it, to be honest. Right, I'll put the breakpoint there, yeah? So this, no, you're fine. Let's put it back down to what it was. So it was 09, right? So that's 5 bullets. So this should break when it fills up the array, yeah? So I'm going to run it in Vice and we're going to just fill it up. Right, so here we go. But to be honest, I find it very difficult. But I bet you that is knocking the stuffing out the memory. Let's do that. Let's do it this time. Right. Just finish them off. That's it. Right. See, it's broke, but it's too late, look. It's too late. It's already done the corruption. It's already done the corruption. So, I wonder... I wonder if it's something to do with our test, this branch of plus. Is it really bad, mate? Can't believe you're triple jabber as well, aren't you? Can't believe it. You're triple jabber and it's still knocking you for 6. Alright, well, you know, you two better get well soon. It's maddening, mate. Maddening. Absolutely maddening. I bet you did. Alright, night, mate. Take care of yourself, yeah? Right, so this is our array here. Right, so... What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? What do you want? Hey? What do you want? Hey? Your mouth's all wet. You've been having a drink? Hmm? Your mouth's all wet. Yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what he's saying, yeah. He can't have any. He's had his days. Right. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Do we fill this up? There. Okay. We haven't got any artifacts. Let's have a look. Right, do we get any artifacts? Right, okay. It was that branch. It was that branch. Look, it's not doing it now, and I've dropped it down back to 5 bullets. What's the matter? Hey? What's the matter? What? What? Hey? What? 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 Now it's stopping at 0. Yeah, it was FF before. What's the matter? That's Simon falling down the well. We need to go and fetch Skippy. Hey? 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 You alright? Alright. Let me go and take him out. I'll be back in a sec. I won't be long. Right, back. So, yes. So we was trying to get as much out of the array as possible by doing branch if plus, yeah? So that means it's it does from 9 to 0, so 10 slots, but for some reason it just was going to FF and then must be putting a bullet on the end of the array at FF, which doesn't really exist, and that's what was doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost that by 1, so we get 5 pairs on the screen, because that's what's going to happen there, and we'll have to change the draw routine to suit as well. We'll have to change the draw because that's doing a branch if plus as well, I think. Drawing, is that doing? Yes, doing a branch of plus there. But we'll do it anyway. And down here as well, I've just seen that one there next. Right, so that should, hang on, have we got the breakpoint still there? Yes, we have. That should now, I mean, we shouldn't be able to get 5 sets of bullet on the screen at any one time. There we go. Oh, I can't control this. It's so quick. Might have to slow the shit down, I think. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't tell if I'm getting them. Right. Sorted. So now we need to work out scoring, yeah? So the first thing I want to do is I want to put the scoring on the screen. So if you remember Myriad, a long time ago when dinosaurs ruled the earth, yeah, we had the scoring at the bottom, yeah. Right, let me just pause it. There we go. So we've got the scoring at the bottom, and so what we need to do is we need to do the same sort of thing. So the first 6, so 6 is the score, then the next 6 is the high score, then we've got number of ships, number of shields, level dot wave. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same sort of thing. So we've got a line of full solid block, and then we'll work out this for the 64. So let's get back. Now we need to find out what the we need to find out what number's a solid block, because I can't remember. Aha, there it is. 5F. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. Let's do that again. So these must be reversed. Right, these numbers are reversed. So our character numbers, our reverse character number starts at 60. So $60 equals 0. So that means $69 equals 9. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Ooh. Then we've got 6A equals 10. 11, 12, 13. How far does this go? 1, 9, 2, 0. Right, 2, 0 is 74. Right, okay. So that's what we're going to do. So now there is a display routine in here. Display scoring information. That's what we're looking for, which is here. So this is where it displays the score. I mean, we can borrow this, I suppose. We'll borrow this. High score. Looping. Let's grab that. We'll borrow that. We'll borrow that. We'll create a new file. Create a new file called scoring. And we will do the typical dot namespace. Oh, come on, John. Type better. Scoring. And we'll paste that in to start with. Call it display information. Get rid of all the junk. You're in trouble now, mate. Right. So we're going to split this up, I think. Because we'll split this up. Oh, nearly there, nearly there. Right. So we could split this up, I think. So, okay. So that's 16, that's what? 622, isn't it? That's the width of the screen, isn't it? Number of columns, yeah. So that's the number of columns. So we'll change this to be the number of columns. So we need to do a few imports. Elements. We'll nick the imports off elements. So we'll grab that lot and that. That's it. Go back to constants. So this is going to be dimensions. Dot playable area dot oh, in fact, no, it's just number of columns, isn't it? Dimension screen, number of columns. Then we're going to take the character blank. And we're going to, right, so we need to colours, right. Colours. Right. So dot label. So score colour equals blue. So this is doing the score. In fact, we don't need score colours, just score. So colours.score, put it in there. So that's doing the line. So I'll do the same thing again here. This is where we're going to have to check. We're going to have to do a bit of tweaking, right? So, so this is setting the colours of the right. This is setting the blank spaces, and to be honest, here we go. This is the sort of thing. So are they? I'd rather do 2 lines than just the one. I'd rather do 2 lines, just the one. So we'll do that, and we'll add that. Then we don't have to worry about where everything's going to go. So we're going to blank out the 2 rows. So we don't need to worry about all this lot now. So we'll just rem that out for the moment. So we blank out 2 lines. Then we do LDX6. So this is the 6 digits of the score. So we're going to put it in storage. So we're taking the score. Right, okay. 6 digits, branch if not equal. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we will do branch if plus to loop back to that. So that's doing the score. Oh no, this is doing the high score test. Okay. Yeah, it's doing the high score test. Then we'll do the same here, branch of plus. Get rid of the -1s. So these should be 5. 0 to 5 is 6, isn't it? And then we're displaying. So we've got the same problem, so we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Make that 5. Branch your plus. Right, high score, colour. It's purple, purple. Right, colours dot high score. Yeah. Then this green. Green. What's the green? What's the green for? Let's see. Oh, the green is high score. Oh, right, okay. Purple score. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that running there. So, okay. Right, let's redo this. So this is so we'll do blue, but it's actually something else. So that's a completely different colour. Yeah, first part's blanking out, yeah. So that's the score background. Right, so when we're doing this now, this is the score is purple. Purple. Green. So that is score. This is high score. Whoops. Hey SP. Right, that's high score. Okay, right, let's just separate that out. Number of ships. And then the ship colour, right. Now two, black, white, red. Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay, number of shields is cyan. Do it this way, John. Oh. I cannot blame myself for being dyslexic. Glad you're there, mate. Glad you're there. Put me right. Right, so let's split this up. So that's thing, then the shield. Now we've got the current level. Then we're going to full stop. Current level. It's yellow. Okay. Right, so that is there. Right, so we need to work out screen positions. Now the screen positions already worked out here for the Vic. So if we grab all that and put it down here, then we need to work it out. Now we've got those. We've got those. Now there's a calculation there. What do you want? What do you want? Hey, you can't say hello all the time, mate. You can't say hello all the time. What? You do not need to go out again. No. No. No, you're not having a treat neither. No. I don't care. You've had plenty. Can't sit in front of the camera. If you're going to sit, sit there. Yeah? I know. Do you know what he was sniffing? I got some scones in the drawer. He's sniffing them out. Oh dear. Right. So, we've got a calculation that works out the screen end, which is the playable area bottom row. So our scoring line is going to be the screen end. Okay. Our scoring line is going to be the screen end because that's the playable area. So if we do this, and then the scoring line colour is the delta. So let's try and make this all relative, shall we? So the score is going to be scoring line and then the high score, we'll just do it, so we'll just do it 1 plus 67, 8. We'll just make it relative. It's going to be all that then we can work it all out, yeah? Because we'll have to do the same for the Vic because we're going to be changing the Vic dimensions anyway. So the number of ships is 1. That's 2 characters, isn't it? That's got to be 2 characters there. So the number of ships is going to be the high. To be honest, I don't like doing this. I'm going to do this. Is the score location plus 6 plus 1 is 7. There we go. And then the number of ships is going to be the high score. Whoops. Plus 8. because it's 2 characters in between. Then the shields is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. And then the current level is going to be that plus 2. And the current level, the delimiter, the delimiter is going to be that plus 1. And the current wave is going to be that plus 2. Right. That should do that. Right, display information. So let's put this into the code and see what it looks like. See if it looks rubbish. Right, we'll do the import first because we need to put the import in. I think it's the second one without the space, look. It's together, yeah? I mean, it's going to change anyway because the 64's got more columns to play with. But I just wanted to get it on the screen. So, we'll put it into the game loop. And we'll do it straight after the raster line. Right, so let's see how that looks. And of course we blew a fuse. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Did I miss an RTS? Ooh. Well, it's got to be this, so let's stick a... Whoa! Oh, I'm surprised that's not... Oh, it has. It's thrown a fit. God, VS Code's thrown a fit. Yeah. Threw a fit. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to close it. It's thrown a massive fit. Was doing so well. Doing so well. My bad. Now the problem is, have I wrecked it? Let's just make sure that I haven't deleted something stupid. No, I'm fine. Right, let's start the live share again. Right, if you're a Twitcher or a patron of mine, it's going to be in the patron channel. There you go. Sorry about that. Me being automatic. Right, scoring. Let's put a breakpoint there, which it is, and I'm going to get rid of it and then just type it in now. There we go. Right, let's run it. See what happens. Let's see if we've bust it. Right, so we're clearing out 2 lines. Why is it not? Oh, where is it? I was just thinking that. Does it branch back? Does it branch back to it? It's not. It's not. Let's do that again. Right, so we're there. So we're at 28. Load FF, and then we stick it there and there, and load black. Then we're DEXing, but that's strange because that should be all the way over there. So we DEX. Oh, X register. Oh, I've just spotted it as well. Why is X 0? Because I've missed the hash sign. Ugh. Look, missed the hash sign. Yes. So see and me were on the same level. So yeah, well, and we'll give SP because he'd said it as well. There you go. And, oh, 3 of yous. There you go. But yeah, you all saw it when I saw it. You all saw it when I saw it. John, plank. What a plank. Right, let's, oops, wrong one. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Right. So, where's it putting it now? Too far. Too far. One too far. So where are we up to? 2, 1. Yeah, it was 1 too far. The calculation's just 1 too far. So let's go to scoring. So number of columns, and we're starting at scoring line. So we're just 1 too far on working out scoring line. So and that means the screen ends wrong as well, so we'll do that. We'll do that. So let's see, does it put it in the right place now? Right, here we go. That's better. There's the last one. Then, oh, I've paused. Help. 3 people awake at this time of night. -1. Branch if plus. Yeah, I suppose we could have done that. Oh, hang on. I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying do that. And then that. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Yep. That deserves some points, mate. That deserves some points. Right. So. Oops. Now we need to, now we're going to be putting on the stuff. So this is testing if. Here we go. So we're now putting on our score. Now the reason there's numbers in there, we haven't reset the scores yet, so there we go. So there's the 6 digits. Then we're doing the number of ships. Then number of shields. And then the... There we go. That looks alright. Right, so let's take that breakpoint out. Nearly did it again. Nearly did it again. The colours are the opposite way round. Are they? And also, they're a line too high. They're a line too high. So let's sort that out first. So scoring line is plus we'll do this properly so we can try and keep it all plus that. Try and keep it all relative. Let me load up Myriad because I had to shut down VS Code, so we've lost Myriad. There we go. So you're saying that the colours are the wrong way round. Right, so we'll leave that there. And we'll minimise that. Get rid of that. Purple green. Okay. Purple green. Oh, you're right. Ha! How did I get that wrong? Yeah. Yeah, let's how did I get that wrong? Right, here we go. So, oh, this is the high score. Okay, high score. Score. Right. There we go. So, and we also haven't got any moving parts. We're not moving. I've broken something. Let's just rem that out. Yeah, I've broken something. Let's just rem that out. Right, everything's moving. Okay. Put that back in. And they're not moving. Oh. What? It ain't one thing, it's another. Hang on, am I... I hope not. Everything should be separate. Let's just have a look. Storage, everything should be separate. Because I made everything bytes, yeah? So this is the score here. Ah, but it's... yeah, something's not right because... it's high score is... oh, I haven't reset it, have I? I don't reset it. But everything should have its own values. There is nothing... nothing there. And I'm doing virtual as well. Ooh. Let's see. What am I... got to be doing a store somewhere. Have I got any... oh, hang on, does it? Yeah, one cell has two characters in it. Yeah, one cell has two characters in it. He's got characters that go up to... he's got characters that go up from 0 to 20. Yeah, 0 to 20. So because we haven't reset it, it's picking out that number. But I'm just trying to... what would be in here that would cause it to be going wrong? I mean, I'm not using any 0 page locations that I know of. They're all pre-ordered. They're all pre-done, except for this, I suppose. But I don't think that's used any. Hey, Kelso. Yeah. This. But the thing is, it runs on its own, so it's not going to be in the way. Yeah, it only copies 6 characters. I mean, we can certainly look. We can certainly see if it's doing anything that it shouldn't do. I mean, well, let's do this. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just see if that is causing the problem. Nope. What else is there? There's this high score thing, but that wouldn't be... or would it? No, it's RTS is down here. I'm just just I wonder. Let me just rem that out. Well, it's not that. What would it be?
Oi, John, pay attention to chat.
Must be in the display info. You skip all the high score stuff. Let's have a look. Okay. That is going. Why draw the score at the beginning? Say again. Oh. Why draw the score at the beginning? Because I don't want it to flicker, to be honest. I don't want it to flicker. But we can put it at the end. Well, let's put it on the end. So, there's the game loop. We'll put it there. We'll put it there. But I think it'll still do the same thing. Yeah. So there's got to be something in that that's stuffing it up. I'm trying to figure out which. Well, it can't be that. Oh, I wonder if it's that. I wonder if it's that. Let's just rem that out and run it. I wonder if it's that. Because that looks a bit... No. It's not that. Whoops. That is... Are you off? You off beddy buys? You have a productive Minecrafting? Yeah. Right, you can show me tomorrow. Night. X starts at 1. Yeah. I'd like to know what it's overwriting though. It must be overwriting the timers, yeah? It must be overwriting the timers. These here, the triggers. Yeah? The timer resets. Now, the score is here, which is way out of the way. But it must be affecting this. Let me just check the IRQ. I have a nasty suspicion that it's the IRQ. Let's have a look. No, we don't use that variable, so... There's the reset of the timers. So it's not that. Oh, that is frustrating, that is. Everything works when it's remmed out. That is frustrating. Right, let's just go into... shouldn't X start at 0? Well, we'll have a look in a minute. So this is our zip. This is our timing system here at the top, yeah? Right, so as you can see, everything's going. So let's put in there and see if it stops it. Right, so it's this bit here. Yeah, everything stopped. Everything has stopped. It's like the IRQ's not firing. But it must be. Whoops. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Right, let's find the IRQ. Did I put that up front? I can't remember. No. Where did I put the IRQ? Oh, it's there. Yeah, it's putting the numbers in. I'm going to have to step through it, yeah? I'm going to have to step through it. But it's definitely stopping the timers. So these are all our timers here, yeah? Right, so go into it. Oh. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. Straight away. Where's our second line? I didn't notice that it was only one line though. It did work, yeah. So that's... Right, okay. It did work. Scoring. Number of... That's right. Scoring line. It's this, isn't it? Well, would you believe it? I wouldn't have guessed that at all. I wouldn't have guessed that at all. Right, so what we need to do is it's not screen end, the screen ends Let's get rid of all this lot. Right. The screen end is the playable area, yeah? Oh, I can't shoot the toffee. There we go. Right, the screen end is the playable area, yeah? So everything below that is the non-playable area. That's why I've called it the screen end. Didn't you want the score line down one though? Yes, I did. But I put the plus in the wrong place. That's what I've done. I put the plus in the one place because the scoring line is not actually the scoring line. Yeah? The scoring line is the line above. So, what we need to do is have another one in front of it. Like that. And then the scoring line is that plus that. And then we'll put that in the blanker. Like so. And we'll make sure that the colour's looking at the right one as well. So we're going to need to have another one of these. And that will be there. Right. There we go. So, I think I mean, unless we... Now, we haven't got any characters, yeah? We haven't really got any characters. I think we've got the characters for Game Over. And the characters for... I think it's Start. I think. So, I'm just wondering whether we should just center this. I'm just wondering whether we should just center that. Hello! Hello, Al Gore. Thank you for raiding. We're just having a discussion about putting our score in. I think this should be in the center. I think this should be in the center. So let's count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
Hello, John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream.
Thank you for following. Hope you had a good stream. We are struggling with scoring at the moment. But welcome. Anybody who's never seen our stream or my stream, we are coding for this Commodore 64. Oh, coding game. I forgot to put that in my type thingy in there. I gotta put that in there. My thing. I'll remember to do that. Did I count the 12? No, 12 is just the one character. So we've got 22 characters. Yeah. So that's 11. So 20 minus 11.
Oh my god, more bits? Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, really mate. Thank you very much for the 50 bits. Thank you. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Right, it's 40 minus 22, which is 18, which is, well, mate, you got there before me. Thanks for telling me that it should be 9, so I will give you 9 points for that. Right, so we need to add for the 64. Ooh, nearly did it again. We need to add 9. So we'll just put 9. Right, let's see if that puts it in the middle of the screen. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the deadly breakpoint. Right, so now we've got the now we've got the score at the bottom, yeah? So what we need to do now is we need to start working out the scoring for when we hit something, yeah? And if you remember that, let's get rid of some of this stuff. That's in bullet. It's not really centered, is it? Is it? I thought it was. Is that not... Oh, it could be. Is that not really centered? Let's have a look. Right. So that... I think that's the center point there, isn't it? So let's count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the other. Right. So we need to get rid of that 1. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we're in the center now. We are in the center. Let's do it big screen. That is in the center now, isn't it? Just measuring up with my dongle. Yep, using my dongle as a measuring stick. Right, so now to we need to now work out the scores, right? So I'm gonna put this back to wave 1, yeah. So we're gonna run through all the bad guys. So we've got the floaters, yeah. So in the bullet we have the collision, and we remmed out. Where is it? There we go. Update scoreboard. Yeah, these two. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to put in the scoring system, the updating of the scoreboard. Now I was thinking of. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that now. Now, the way Steve did it, he's got a lot of routines to do all the scoring manipulation. So we're going to pinch all of that. We're going to pinch it all. Right, so let's see if we can find all the scoring system. Because he's got things like add 10, add 20. Here we go. Here we go. So it's all this lot. So we've got add 1s to the score, add 10s, add 100s, add 1000s, add 10,000s. Do I want that one? Do I really want that one? Oh yes, yes we want that, because that's adding a life and a shield. See, there's another one. Add 100,000 to the score. Add 5. Add 50. Add 200. Add 300. 500. Right. That's it. So we'll grab all that and we'll clean it up. And we'll put it in here. So these are all the add in the values, yeah. So let's grab all that, get rid of that. Let's make this into a code block. Get rid of all this. Whoops. Get rid of the junk. And I didn't want to type this all back in again. Yeah, it's already done. And I couldn't see that there was anything wrong with it when I was looking at it. It's just a bit long-winded because he doesn't actually use proper numbers. He's using the bytes almost in binary code decimal. It's almost, not quite, but it's almost. I mean, I suppose we could convert it into binary code decimal. I suppose it wouldn't be too much of a stretch doing it. We'd certainly save bytes, but only what, 6 across both scores. So we will. Oh, there's a code block on that one. What's he doing there? Add one to base 10, store it. Oh, he's jumping. All right, okay, he's jumping that if we cross through the 10. Cross through the 10 is just jumping. Yeah, I'm just thinking, if we make that branch of carry clear to here, I'm just, oh hang on, 100,000. Do we add 100,000? No. Okay, so it's, I'm just wondering whether to yeah, I'm just thinking of moving it, grabbing that, putting that there, making this BCC and go there. And do that. That works, doesn't it? Yeah, that works. Hang on, let's look back here. Right, so he's going there, and then he goes to add a life. No. So basically what's happening is we always add a life. When you hit 10,000, we always add a life. Yeah? It's just that whether you have it, you know, when we add 10,000, does it cross into the 100,000 mark? That's all. No, good check-in, good check-in. Right, we'll indent all this lot. There we go. So this is just basically doing the scores all over again. Like so. Get all this foundation work done first. Oh, look at me talking like a true programmer. oh, I was on a call this morning. I was not happy with what was being said. It was going against my OCD, something rotten. Oh dear. Got to keep my mouth shut though. Right, so last one, last but not least. Right, so they're the foundation calls. So we've got add 1, add 10s, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. I'm just wondering now, we don't need to do that, do we? Add 1s. Add 10s. Because we don't need to say to score because we're in scoring at the moment. Add hundreds. I need to find that. I think it's in utils, but we'll find it in a minute. Add 100s. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right. Add 5, it calls 5 times to add 1. Yeah. I mean, add 1. Yeah. I mean, right, I think that's in utils. Hang on. Here we go. To be honest, yeah, I mean, this is we will find some inefficiencies, yeah, and that'll be the next step. That'll be the next step, is to get rid of the inefficiencies, yeah. Like, I think this should be in binary code decimal, yeah. But I mean, here we could have it doing a loop, you know, LDX5, and just add 1 and minus 1 off X all the time. And same here. Yeah, makes printing quick, yeah. But this is something we'll do once we get everything in. we know there's areas where we can do a lot of optimization, a lot of work in that area. So we'll just leave it as it is at the moment, because then we'll know that it'll, if it works, yeah. But there is going to be places where we can do a lot of optimization, and this is clearly one of them. I mean, yeah. Just have it as a loop. I mean, this won't be too bad anyway. Right, so now we've added the foundation classes in. Now the update scoreboard. Let's go in there. There we go. There it is. This is a very long-winded way of doing it, but not to worry. We are going to copy it and we're going to change it. Try next. Try next. Need exploded, yeah. And down here as well. Keep going. Keep going. Try again. Wow. So we'll grab all this lot. Yeah, I would change it by binary code decimal. I mean, the only problem with binary code decimal is you've got to take the two nibbles and separate them when you come to display, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Right, so let's put this in here, and then we'll try and redo it. We'll try and redo it. What we got? 11 o'clock. Ooh. Ooh. Don't want to be staying up late. See, this is brick. Branch if equal to... So the brick has... We do this. We do this already. We do this already. I'm sure we do. Convert it to an explosion. Here. So why are we doing it again? Let's understand what it... So we're comparing it with a brick. Yeah? We're comparing it with a brick. If it's equal to a brick, then we go to the scoring system. If it's not, then we are converting it, and then we do the element destruction control. And we didn't copy that, did we? Where's the element destruction control? I think we've already done that. Yes. We've done that, I think. Bullet. Explosion, that's it. Aliens explosion. Here we go. Yes, we've done that. It's aliens explosion. So we've done the conversion. Yeah, it's the thing where the bricks take more than one hit. But we've already done the explosion. So so here they're doing the explosion. So we may need to rethink in the bullets when we've done the explosion, which is there. Because they're updating the scoreboard and then creating the explosion, but we're doing it here. But maybe certain things don't have an explosion. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. So if it's equal to a brick, then it goes to the scoring system, and so a brick. But if it's not equal to a brick, then we destroy, and then it still runs through. Okay, brick. What's the constants for brick? I've forgotten what the entity type is. Here we go. Bricks. That's the character. 9. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. That's the bricks part. So we're gonna have to send back a status. Yeah, we're gonna have to send back a status into Bullet. So so when it does the update the score, yeah, exactly. I think we're gonna have to, when we do the score, we are going to go branch if carry clear and bypass all this lot. So we've done the copy, so we bypass it to here. Not empty element did not die. That's it. Element was not destroyed. So we're gonna set the carry. We're gonna set the carry and clear the carry out of this routine, yeah. So we don't need this, yeah. We don't need this because we're gonna set whether it's destroyed or not, yeah. So we don't need that at all. All that can go. All that can go. Right. So what I want to do now is effectively do the same as we did with the element. But then I'm just thinking really that should be in the element Should the scoring be in the element? Because it's unique to the element. Should it be in element or should it be here? Ooh. Oh, that's a really good question. Do we? It's a good question, that is. What would you do? Would you put the score inside the aliens namespace? So we've got insert and execute and add another one called score. Or would you keep it in the scoring? Any takers? Right, then we'll do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy. Yeah, I was just putting my object head on because you would have in objects you would have an object method. But what we're going to do is we're going to copy the here. So what we'll do is we'll copy the insert. We'll copy the insert because it's smaller. There we go. Yeah. So let's insert smaller, but it's the same code that I want to use, yeah? And we'll stick it at the end. We'll stick it at the end here. So here this is going to be the scoring jump table. Scoring jump table high. And this is add-in, but we're not going to be add-in. We're going to add elements score value. No, add element value. That's it, because we're in scoring. So I'll grab that, get rid of that. So new wave, blah 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 blah. Get rid of all that. So we that's display. We're down here. Yeah. Down here. Right. So we load the screen type. So we'll grab that. And we'll put it there. We don't need to de-exit anymore. We don't need to do that. Well, that should sort that error out. Right. Now, I'm thinking about this, and I'm just thinking, am I just making this way too complicated? am I making this way too complicated? I don't think so. I want it to come back. Sort this out. Right. Oh. Should be able to do this, I think. Finding selection, there we go. I keep forgetting to do them sort of things. There we go, that's done it. Right. So, we're doing an indirect jump to there. Let's just make sure I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be doing. That's that. So we're doing a jump. And then that would jump back out because we're going to JSR into this. And then that would jump back out. Okay. Right. So we need to start adding our elements. So the scoring system is not that. So we're going to jump to here. So we've identified it, and then we're going to jump to there. So we don't need the scoring system now. So this is going to be floaters. We don't need that. So floaters is adding 100 to the score and check if ready for new wave. So we need to code that up. So that is that. Yeah, thank you. So that's floaters. Next one, swoopers. See where I'm going with this? Then we've got put in screen cell. I'll have to investigate that. See what he means by that. Right, so next one, buzzers. And these are not indented correctly, and that's doing my head in. It's better. We'll have to find out what that check if ready for the new wave routine is. I think that just sets the flag, to be honest. meteorites. Oh dear, right. Cool, this must be boring. Right, boxes, because we've got a lot of these to do. We'll find out if I've got this synced right. Get rid of that. There it is again. Must be something unique about certain, because it's on the swoopers and now on the boxes. Miners. Fighters. Oh, again. What's so special about those? We'll have to play the game, see what we're doing. Right. Fighters. So the next one is pods. Oh, right, okay. So they initiate pod drops. That's got to be in aliens. Pods. Let's have a look. Yeah. Initiate pod drops. So I've just remembered we need to put something in there as well. We need to put the tests in. Oh, the indentation is driving my OCD mad. Right, so what are we doing here? So pods, asteroids, OID. Here we go. Before you say anything. Don't need that. Right. Next one. Bricks. Right. So don't need those. BGA current index, bad guy current index. We'll have to check that We'll have to check that. I think that's right. When we're doing the collision detection, I think that's right. Oh, it's doing an up. Oh, identify what the element is. That's it there. And we store the index in oh, it's not long enough. Elements, locate. So when we find it, we store it there. We don't store it anywhere else, so we're going to have to take that, put that there. Yep. Check if it's exploded. If it's exploded, convert. We don't need to do that. We'll do that though. So that's going to be CLC, and that's going to be that. I think that's what we said, isn't it? Yeah, CLC means it didn't get destroyed, but exploded set. I've got to do all the other ones. In fact, while I remember, got them. Right, what's next after bricks? Mines. Have no value. Well, well, well. Next one, reflectors. I've called it reflector. Reflectors. I'll still keep it reflectors there. We're doing this, but then it's doing a... So reflectors don't blow up? Or just have no score? Next one, virus. Okay. Next one is bomber. Ooh. Comes down here. Is that the last one? Alright. Reflected bullets, bombs, builders. I thought there would be a builder in there. I thought there would be a builder in there. Yeah. I thought there would have been a builder in there. Bombers there. Is bombers there as well? Ah. Right. So try. Oh, this is cycling through, isn't it? Utils. Oh, this is and it. Oh, this is the for the bombs. It was a mystery value. So it's a mystery value. And that's why it's cycling on the X. So this is basically saying a builder just gets destroyed. Is that true? Oh, builder. Oh, right. So builders have no value. Right. So they have no value. So they just get destroyed. Yeah, not even a single point. They cause us havoc, but you'll never get a point for hitting them. Ha! Evil. Right, I don't know why these are not linking up. Oh, that's because it's outside of the namespace. Right, I should sort it. Oh, hang on. Meteorites. Right, let's get this done right. So, meteorites. Reflected bullets. We stop at bombers, so we don't need all this. No, don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Right. So this is where the fun begins. We need to check if ready. I think that's just setting the here. Let's grab that. This needs to go into elements. This definitely needs to go into elements. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I've already done it. Check. Nope. Right, I've got a constant, have on. Do I have? Ooh. Yeah, we'll use that. We'll use that. We'll use that, and then we'll check it. Right. So it's elements that. So if I do a find and replace, elements dot sorted. Right. Bullet. Right, okay, scoring.sm. And we'll do that one there as well. Branch if no collision. So that's going to no collision. Where's that going? Up there. Right, okay. So scoreboard, if the carry's clear, that means nothing was destroyed, so we don't convert it. Right. Let's try it out. Fingers crossed, everybody. Good luck. Oh, and I get an error. Oh. Scoring 95. Is that not in there? Oops. Oh. Thinks that's got them all. Here we go. Do we have an error? Yes, we do. It was in there. Oh, pods. Execute. Right, execute. I'm missing execute. And scoring 245. Execute. Oh, you're joking. update the array. Okay, I'll let it off. I'll let it off. 266. Is there any more like that? I'm sure there is. Hang on. No? Okay. Hey! Right. Let's see if we get any scoring going on. Alright, here we go. 10. Okay. Do floaters command 10? $100. Ooh. Let's copy that and paste it into there. Yeah, I think it's just a I would say a decimal point thing. Have I got scoring in there? No. Let's put score in there. Yeah. Right. So floaters is 100. So we just need to look at 100. Is it updating the right one? I mean, for all we know, we could have the... Oh, hang on. Score. 10s. I wonder if the display's wrong. I wonder if it's displaying wrong. Oh, displaying wrong. Because if I... It's still not updated. Right, let's find where it is. Yeah, scoring's got 7 characters. I know. I thought it might have been something quick, which I think it's going to be. I just think. Right, storage. Because the score's here, right? So adding 1 is adding 1 to there. So find where scoring is in 0 page. Right, let's fire it up. Let's see what's going on. So here's our 0 page. So score's going to be in here somewhere. So could be these. Yeah, it could be this set here. Right. So if I... let's move over, and if I fire now... Oh, that wasn't fire. There we go. And I missed. There we go. So that's added 1 there. 2. So that's in the right decimal place. That's in the right decimal place. So our display's wrong. So our display is displaying it wrong. So it's just a case of sorting that out. And it's this routine here. So it's working backwards. It's working backwards, put it on the screen. So, LDX is 1. Oh, that's where, that's the problem there. LDX is 0. Right. There we go. Right. Oh, let's do the asteroid. Right. Right, that was the meteorite. What's the score for a meteorite? 10 points. And we got 100. Add 100. Okay, meteorite's 10. Yeah. Right, we've only... Dave, it says 100. Must have been a typo. Okay. I must have typed it in wrong. Hang on. I've still got the YouTube video. There we go.
Project management is all about...
Yeah, whatever. Meteorites, 10 points. That's where I got it from. Well, I'm going to be true to form. And I'm going to make it 10. Right, let's try another one before we call it. So we'll do 2. Right, let's get killing some. There we go. Right, that's that scoring doing. 3. Oh, come on, John. You can do better than that. Oh. Joking. Oh, he's scared of me. I don't see... Ah, there we go. Okay, that's that one. 4. We know meteorites work. 5. Boxes. Dreaded boxes. That reflected bullet. we need to sort that out. That can be done at next stream. Diagonally reflected bullets. Oh dear. Oh no, they're going all the way up to the top. I think it's just the refresh rate. Well, it's going all the way to the top. But the diagonal bullets, the reflected diagonal bullets, are a little bit of a laugh. Right, okay, 6. Ooh, God, that was a tricky one to get. Right, it seems to be doing them. Fighters. Now that's only 300. But it was supposed to be 350 for fighters. We have adding 50, don't we? Yeah, add 50. Was it add 50 or adding 50? Add 50. There we go. Right, let's go back. Let's just do that again. Just make sure they're getting 350. Oh, just meet it. Right. There we go, 360. That's right. That's better. Ooh. Oh, I've introduced something. I think that's the explosion. I think that's the explosion doing that. Yeah, I think that's the explosion doing that. The fighters at the top of the screen, when we blow them up, we create the explosion around. We don't test whether they're at the top. So, yeah. Was it when I hit a yellow bullet? Oh, right, okay. Was it when I hit a yellow bullet? Yeah, I don't have a score for it. Right, we need to put the jumps in then. If it is that. I thought it was... Get off. That's dangerous. I want constants, don't I? Okay, let's put them in, shall we? We'll put the rest of them in. So, reflected bullets, bombs, builder. Oh, builder. Explosion, debris, my bullet. The only problem with that, right, the only problem with that is, no, I'm going to have to create one here. I'm going to have to create one here. Because we need to send back that it's destroyed no matter what. Right. Let's see if you're right, mate. Right. Let's see if we can hit a bullet. When I want to hit a bullet. There we go, it's done it. It's sorted. I can't hit. When I want to hit a bullet, I can't hit a bullet. Oh, come on. Well, he's done it anyway. I thought it was the explosion, but that's a good spot, my friend. thank you very much. Right, last but not least, pods. Right. Well, they're counting. They don't. Oh, look at that. The bricks. And do we get the pod? Do we get the pod? Oh, the pod's not. Alright, the pod's not destroying. Pod's not destroying. Right, the pod's not destroying, so that can be done for something else for on Wednesday. So I'll make a note of that. There we go. Pods are not destroying. Yeah, it's because it goes black. So we'll need to look at that, won't we? Okay. Right, so that can be Wednesday. Sort out why the pod's not been destroyed, and it may be just a simple thing that it should be. I mean, the explosions there. Yeah, we'll have a look at it on Wednesday. Well, thank you very much, guys. We've got a lot done, especially now we've got the scoring in, and we'll continue this on Wednesday. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. I will see you then. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.